Hello and welcome to episode 73 of the Are You Ready Wrestling podcast here on Newport City Radio, and I'm Curtis and I'm going to be talking about John Cena officially retiring from WWE.
Hi, I'm Jack. For my segment this week, I'll be going over Femi versus Cody Rhodes ending in a DQ.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will. We're back.
We're back.
Notably, I am still very much ill. I am a lot better, but if I cough, you may notice I cough. That's because I'm still ill. I sound a bit ill. I'm still very much ill, but that's not going to stop us from talking about wrestling. Nothing will. Another notable mention is Luke isn't here.
He's not. He's off.
He's off. He's away. And a final notable note, scheduling thing. This is our last podcast of 2025.
It's crazy.
And we may release a 2025 overall year thing, but that might just be Luke, as obviously we're doing the last podcast of the year. So we may drop a little 2025 year review of kind of everything we've done and what we look forward to in 2026, but this is the last time is now for 2025.
It is.
And you may notice what I mean by that.
It is. Very good segue.
A very good segue, because a very emotional night last night, or 1 a.m. Yes. Well, about 3:30, 3 o'clock, yes. In the UK, because our childhood hero, the greatest of all time, yes. I don't even need to say his name, retired last night. That's right, John Cena, unfortunately, finally retired. The retirement tour is very much done.
It's very much over.
John Cena, his time is up. His time is not now. He's very much left WWE and professional wrestling. But he's retired. And, very emotional to say the least. It's over. It is over. It's very, very emotional. I've seen so many posts on social media before of people saying, Christmas is in however many days.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, nah, John Cena retires on a Sunday morning, and he has. It was a emotional one to say the least, but it's only right we kick off talking about John Cena and talking about his match against Gunther in WWE and at Saturday night's main event. I believe there was over 17,000 people inside the arena.
I think it was, last time I looked, it was 19,000 something.
Was it 19,000, was it? The last time I looked...
200.
Last time I looked, they sold 17,000 tickets.
But it's very loud in the arena as well. Very loud.
I mean, you got to think, 19,000 people inside one arena. You know, it's John Cena's last match. Everyone's emotional. But the notable thing is that how dead the crowd went when John Cena tapped out.
It just flat.
It just went flat, and I know that's quite a lot of people are upset with the finish on social media.
There's a lot of unhappiness going.
There's around. a lot of unhappiness going around the fact that John Cena tapped out, but he's never tapped out in his career. That was the first time he's ever tapped out, and I think he kind of just he went on his own terms. He tapped out. He was done. That was him done. And you could see it was he kind of said to himself, I'm done now, because he smiled as he tapped out, which you could see he smiled, and he looked at the camera. He smiled. His entrance was very big as well. It was very loud. He took the camera off Stu.
That was a cool moment. That was funny.
Stu got a bit camera shy, but overall, I think it was his entrance and the whole night was a fantastic send off. It was emotional to see that the greatest of all time tapped out and has retired from professional wrestling.
Yes,
but it does feel like a fairy ending for John. all the superstars, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens. There's too many to mention. Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes,
Kurt Angle's there as well.
Kurt Angle, CM Punk, Triple H. They all came out at the end, and Cody and Punk gave the 2 titles to John. John took off his shoes, his armbands, his headbands, and left him in the middle of the ring, and then shook all the fans' hands and walked off into the sunset and opened the gate to retirement. But Jack, what's your thoughts on the match of Gunther and John Cena? Is it a fairy tale ending?
As you say, it's a very emotional one, especially for me, as I watched the whole event. I was expecting John to win for an early push to win his final match, but the outcome didn't go that way.
I think the question is, did Gunther really need to win? No, he really didn't.
There was. It wouldn't have harmed him.
It wouldn't have harmed him
much.
But I mean, Gunther retired Goldberg. He's retired John Cena, and it looks like he's going to retire Brock Lesnar.
It's looking that way. Yes.
Apparently,
he's turning into this sort of legend.
I think Gunther is the kind of the
retirement.
Next. Gunther is your next Undertaker in a way. He's I think he's going to go on a streak at Mania. He's gonna become the next big thing in WWE. If not, he already is. But yeah, there was a kind of a lot of stuff going on. I think John Cena said in a interview with Chris Van Vliet that they're gonna probably do a retirement type run for Brock Lesnar next year.
I think he teased that he was going to retire at SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam next year.
Next year.
Is it in Minnesota?
It is, I believe.
I think it's in Minnesota next year.
Which does make sense if they are planning that.
Should we double check that and see where it actually is? I believe it's in...
As a whole, it was a brilliant send-off from Cena. I enjoyed the whole sort of end, minus the finish. I think everyone's unhappy with the finish at the moment, but the actual final segments of the match.
Yeah, I think
where the superstars
it's in Minneapolis,
surrounding the ring, was sort of very emotional. Especially one Cody Rhodes, which he stayed around for
he stayed around
a good while after.
I think it was about 6 whole minutes he stayed around for.
Everyone left,
and then everyone left, and kind of the fans were leaving as well, and Cody was still there.
There was a lot of fans still in attendance when the live thing went off. They were off air. There was loads of fans still in attendance.
Yeah, I think nice
to see.
I think there were still quite a few, and then the bit where Cody stayed at the end, there was a few fans have kind of left, and they're probably gone to, I don't know, get merch, or they've probably gone home or something, but probably gone home and cried, to be honest. But yeah, SummerSlam is in Minneapolis, Minnesota on August 1st and August 2nd, the 2-night SummerSlam.
Oh, they're sticking with 2 nights today.
Yeah, it feels weird hearing the 2-night stuff.
It's been ages since we've had just 1 night of something.
The only 1-night stuff we kind of get now is kind of obviously the Raws and SmackDowns, your NXTs, and kind of the Saturday night's main event stuff. Other than that, pretty much everything now is going to be. I think it's 2 nights. The Rumble's still 1 day, is it? In Saudi, I think that's still 1 day.
As long as they don't move that to 2 days, I'll be all right.
Oh God,
I'll be all right.
2 nights of Royal Rumble.
I'll be fine.
2 nights of Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. God no, they don't even deserve to have one. But you know, here we are. But
that's another.
That's another chat for next year. But yeah, I think it was a fantastic send off for John Cena, and he seems to. He said in interviews, this is him done now, and I think it's going to be hard to actually believe that, especially in wrestling. And he even admitted that people are going to forget about him by the Royal Rumble, which I don't think they will.
They won't.
They don't forget. I think
especially when you've had a career like John's had over the span
I think he debuted in
20 years.
Yeah, he debuted in 2002, was it?
June 2002.
And it's 2025 now, the 13th of December 2025, and John Cena's retired from all professional wrestling. It's crazy.
He's continuing as an ambassador.
Yeah, I think he'll still do
for the company.
I think he'll still do the Make-A-Wish stuff, and
he's. I think he's signed
5-year deal, isn't it?
5 years. I think Biggie mentioned it to Triple H on the post show, saying he's going to be an ambassador.
Talking about the post show, there's some stuff that was shouted at towards Triple H that
very explicit stuff.
We can say, but there's a lot of stuff that we can't say. And one of the interesting things, and I know Luke would be very intrigued to get my thoughts on this.
Yeah,
the WWE fans were chanting AEW.
Oh wow!
Apparently, I seen something online, and I'm pretty sure I seen a video of them chanting AEW.
They were chanting a manner of things, but
yeah, they were saying you screwed up. That's not the exact words, but that's the PG version. You screwed up. I'm pretty sure they said Baldy as well. They shouted Baldy as well. And many of things that they shouted. But yeah, AEW was one of them. And
Triple H fired back and said he was expecting it to be a bit louder.
And I think they were putting their they were doing explicit finger signs towards Triple H, and he made a joke about they're supporting the Bloodline today. But that's the wrong finger and stuff like that. I thought, absolute troll. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to see their reaction on, because I seen a comment as well, and it really made me laugh. And it was about these comments that were shouted out at Triple H, and then someone commented, you're posting on social media that there's big surprises coming on this coming Raw. I was like, I mean, that is quite typical.
There'll be something. Adam Pearce will just be on social media. There's big things coming.
Oh yeah. But we've kind of hit like that time now, the roadblock at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas starts.
Where they're sort of planning for the Rumble, I think, is the next.
Christmas is in like 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. It's
2 weeks.
Just a week and a half now.
Oof.
I think. Yeah, a week and a bit. It's the 14th. Christmas is on Thursday the 25th.
I thought it was a Wednesday for some reason.
Christmas Eve is on a Wednesday, and then Christmas Day is on the 25th. But I believe that we're planning on coming back after Christmas in the new year. I believe it's either the 4th or the 11th. I believe that we're back recording. I'm not 100% sure yet. We haven't kind of confirmed that yet. But going back on topic, final thoughts on John Cena retiring.
It's a very emotional send off for him. I particularly like the fact that he was putting over so many NXT talent throughout the whole show. It was mainly to sort of support the next generation coming through. That was the main reason why he had the talent that he did on the card. Instead of it just being it was mildly a tribute show to him. There was a lot of video packages and stuff aimed towards him. But overall it was a I think overall it was a fantastic show for John Cena. But should we give his music one last spin? Yes.
For the last time. The last time is now. This is for John Cena. And we're doing a Jey Uso rewind, and I'm sure Luke will probably kill me, but, you know, he's not here, and I'm in charge today. John Cena, have a good retirement, pal. Yeah. So moving on to segment 2, Jack. And
Yes.
this is your segment. This one is.
My segment.
What are we talking about?
First match on the Saturday night's main event card was
Yes.
one NXT champion versus the undisputed heavyweight champion, Cody Rhodes.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Yes, this was
Something, Cody Rhodes.
a very sort of hyped up match between the two. I was incredibly excited for this because I've been a fan of Femi since ever since I first saw him debut on NXT. He's such a powerhouse with the way he moves in the ring as well. He's got the sort of quality where you wouldn't expect a man of his size to move the way he does.
Yeah.
But it ended in sort of a predictable way. But I'm still a bit uneasy on it. As I think they're planning towards the Rumble now. I think. That's
the next live
motive. I think that's where the
premium live event now is.
The motive of why they've done this the way they did.
And I think the problem is they'll obviously have the week off for Christmas, which they'll pre-record most likely, but
pre-taped. It leaves Femi very strong.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Can you say defeat? But
technically it wasn't defeat. But I mean
DQ.
It was a DQ, so it doesn't really count. But I think that ending was needed, though. To be honest,
they showed up Drew afterwards. They both put him in his place. Technically, Oba sort of there was a bit of a face up between Drew and Oba, and Oba sort of pushed him down to say, "No, mate, you sit there, and I'll be standing. Thank you. I'll be standing up."
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a. It was needed, in my opinion. I agree that it was a very predictable finish, and I think it's too hard to choose a winner out of the two of them because of how good they are. I mean, you've got the NXT champion, the future world champion of WWE, and the current world champion of WWE. I mean, it made a lot of sense that they've done a DQ, especially with Drew being involved in that DQ. So then it leads to Drew facing Cody at the Rumble.
I think that's the direction they're going. I think.
I think that is the way that they are going. But yeah, I think that match was a very good match.
It was a very, very solid match to start off the whole event.
100%. But yeah, it was it was interesting though, and I think it was a good way to kick off the show. You got probably the second strongest match on the card, and they delivered it well. How long did the match go on for? Was it? Let me get it up. The match where
trusty Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, they're great.
Because it felt very short, but they crammed in a lot of spots before Drew came in. Cody
Rhodes versus Oba Femi lasted. It was a champion versus champion match. Cody Rhodes defeated Oba Femi by disqualification. It was 9 minutes and 10 seconds. But yeah, I think that's the problem with the Saturday night's main event cards is they do a mix match, but the matches are really short.
Surprisingly short, to be fair. I mean, obviously,
the AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater was only 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh.
But the Gunther and John Cena match went on for 23 minutes and 45 seconds.
just the amount of sleeper holds they were in.
Yeah, they just submission after finisher after submission after finisher. But yeah, I think overall it was a pretty solid match, and it'll be Cody versus Drew for the world title at the Royal Rumble.
I'm very excited for what their plans are for Femi.
He'll probably lose the NXT title before the Rumble, and then he'll join the Rumble. He'll be in the men's Rumble, and then he'll go up to the main event card. Then I think he could even go on to win the Rumble. But yeah, but yeah, I think overall that match was pretty solid. We're going to get a bit more in depth now. We're going to go for we're going to talk about Saturday night's main event as a whole. I think the event as a whole was a brilliant send-off for John Cena. I think it was good that it featured NXT superstars, the next generational talent. Each match was very good, even though that some of them were quite short. But I think they were good matches, and I think another thing that was very cool was the stage. It was a lot different to the typical.
I love the stage.
The typical Saturday. It was kind of like one of the Royal Rumble stages from a couple of years ago.
It was like as the way they were tiered.
Yeah,
different tiers.
And then they kind of did I don't know if you've seen it, but during John's entrance, they had like photos and stuff. It's kind of like that. They had
his different gear, what he was wearing.
They had
throughout
that
the years.
During some of his entrance, but yeah, I think the stage was pretty cool. I think it was a great showcase of the NXT talent and what we can expect to see in the future in WWE.
The future is bright.
The future is bright, but Jack, what have you got for us?
Yes, I agree. It was a brilliant showcase of young talent, as the future is incredibly bright for the company. Minus the ending, the whole show was fantastic overall. I do agree the fact that there was a lot of unhappiness going around with the finish. But I'm sure we'll get some form of answers on Raw this coming Monday.
I'm pretty sure Gunther will appear
at some point.
Gunther will appear and
he'll have a promo and
big himself up, saying, "Look at me! I defeated the greatest of all time. That means I'm the greatest of all time."
I think this is where we can possibly see the next rival for Gunther appear.
Who do you think the next one is going to be? Because a lot of people will probably say Brock Lesnar, but you don't want to go in with that too early.
No, not straight. He's got to face Breaker first. He's got to, at least. He's got to face Breaker.
You think Braun will be?
He's got to face Breaker, I think.
Where are you putting that match though? Where are you having that match? Are you going to have that in the Rumble, or are you going to put Braun in the Rumble and Gunther in the Rumble, and save it for another show? Because when's the next shows for WWE?
It's weird because there's a lot of main superstars are advertised for Mania, the Mania sort of hype package thing. We had Lesnar and Punk and Reigns in it, so they might be planning some sort of fatal 4-way or something. But I think they should have Lesnar and
I don't want to buy WrestleMania tickets.
Breaker at the Rumble as a match.
So
I think, and
yeah. So I think the next one is the Royal Rumble.
I think it's Rumble, then it's Elimination.
It's Rumble, Chamber. Elimination Chamber.
Mania.
Then it'll be Then it'll
Mania.
Then it'll be Mania. Then it'll probably be
Backlash.
Backlash. Then it will be. I think we'll see Bad Blood return. Maybe
there's rumours of Backlash being in Italy.
Yeah, I think they'll do it in Italy. I think
they're going to Europe again.
I think they should. They'll probably bring. I'd like to see Clash in the Castle go to Ireland. I think it could go to Ireland next year. It's gone to Wales. London had Money in the Bank. Scotland have had Clash in the Castle.
I don't think Ireland haven't had one.
No,
yet,
they haven't had a Clash in the Castle, so I think that's
the logical.
We'll have
step.
Clash in the Castle in Ireland next year, and we'll see Sheamus finally win the IC title and become a Grand Slam champion. That's what will happen.
Yes.
It's not a prediction.
It's a spoiler.
It's a spoiler. But yeah, going back on topic, because we love to go off topic, because this is us. But yeah, I think overall it was a pretty solid show. What do you think? Did you got anything else to add?
Well, minus the John tapping out the way he did. It wasn't the best finish, but I suppose he went out on his sword and he went out the way he wanted to go out at the end of the day. So I was just quite surprised with Michael Cole's reaction, because he was quite genuine, because he had no idea.
He probably didn't want to know the finish to that one.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the one you don't want to know the finish to. Is
he done tremendously well on commentary?
That's the one
event.
That's the one you don't want to know, is the finish to that one, especially it being the last match as well. But yeah, the last time is now.
It is.
The last time is now, and I think that is us done for 2025.
Yes.
What a journey it's been this
Absolute
year.
roller coaster of a year.
2025 has seen apologies, has seen someone else join the podcast, that being you, Jack.
Yes.
You've come a long way since joining.
I
remember
one hell of a year.
I remember the first meeting we had, and we discussed kind of our vision of what we want to do with it, of the podcast, and
I think Bad Blood was my first proper.
I think it was Bad Blood.
In
Yeah.
October.
But let me have a look. Let me have a look when your first one was.
I think it was 20 something.
Christ, we're on episode 73 now.
Oof.
Let me have a look.
Only a handful of episodes away from 100.
I know. So you joined in.
We've changed up our format since I joined.
Yeah, we have.
The way we do things. So it's
okay. So you joined on October 11th, 2024. That was when the episode released, and that was episode 2022. Episode 22. Baddest of reviews, being the review of Bad Blood. So you've been on this podcast for over a year, and the first episode released on, when did the first episode release? On April 13th, 2024. So
wow.
It'll be 2 years in April that me, Luke, and you have. Well, me and Luke have started this podcast. You joined halfway through, towards the end of 2024. We're now the end of 2025. We look to go into 2026 with bigger and better things.
Maybe a few surprises.
Hopefully,
we few things lined up.
We can get some brilliant interviews in 2026. And we was meant to be doing media in Cardiff yesterday for AEW Collision, but we were all ill.
Yes, we
were all ill and busy.
All ill. Unfortunately.
So we didn't end up doing that. But
there's always next year.
I think next year will bring bigger and better things for us next year. And yeah, but Jack, thank you.
Thank you.
And I will see you. Well, I'll see you in a couple of weeks probably, but
yes.
for the wrestling podcast, I'll see you next year.
Yes,
in January.
Next year.
But thank you to everyone who has listened in 2025. We appreciate every single listen. From the Are You Ready team, we hope you have a brilliant Christmas and a happy New Year.